everyone. Do you remember my last video, or one of my last videos, where I covered the drama of TwitchCon and the stuff that, the many clips that happened there, where you had FouseyTube harassing Neon, you had, who else you have? You had Sneeko, some clip with him, you had, there was that one guy harassing other people, like X2C, being like some absolute nutcase, and he got arrested, and he made some P. Diddy joke, and he got free. Okay, in that video, if you watched it, the last thing I said was that, TwitchCon is still going on at the time of that recording. So there might be more drama coming out since then, because with a huge event with a lot of people, there is bound something bad to happen. And today in this video, I'll be covering one of those dramas that happened after. It was about a week ago, and you had this female Twitch streamer called Senev, or by Twitter handle, Smoke Penev, right? And she went to TwitchCon, and she met up with who I assume is a friend or some associate with another streamer called System Zach. We were near the end. And there was one moment in the stream where, they hug, they come together, and the guy, Zach, he stuffs his face into my bosoms, and off camera, like he said that, or she said that he like motorboarded her tits, and like you can see in her face, you don't see it, but I'm pretty sure she says it in the video, and she has a shocked reaction, naturally.
Surely. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, let's find where we're going.
All right.
I have to move on from that, or I'm gonna die.
Bet.
All right. Please. This way, and then left.
Bet. Yo, Seiki, my man. Oh my fucking gosh. The Seiki just complimented this motherfucker.
That's a different thing. That's a whole different thing.
Right.
Wait, I got that perfect idea. All right.
Okay.
I want you to stare right at the chat. All right. Chat, look at her face. Okay. Look at her face. Look at her face.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
You're just saying wow. They don't know what happened.
Yeah, they don't know what happened.
You can see the face, right? I'm watching it now, and it says it right there on a tweet where she said it. I'll read the caption in a second, cause like I love dramas. The video of this, what happened, the day of, the person has a much more different reaction than now, where the situation finally settled in within them, and they're like, oh fuck it, that was disgusting. There's another part here as well I forgot to mention, where at the end, you don't see on the camera, but he also grabs her ass, as he said in the caption as well. There's even a part where she makes a face, because you can tell like he leaned over to his left towards her, and he grabbed her ass. But yeah, that was actually bizarre. Okay, I'm not someone to criticize looks, but this guy, mustaches, in 2024, they don't look so good at all, especially with like long wavy hair and the sunglasses, the purple sunglasses. I know he's Twitch affiliate, the iconic purple color, but still it looks lame. Like, how lame does it look? I'm not giving a shit, but how lame does it look, to motorboat someone's tits and then grab their ass out in public? It was out in public, So like, even if it wasn't a recording on stream where you have your own fans witnessing you being sexually assaulted, you also have people like seeing you. The scene is weirdo, like be so freaky to this other person. Like, that's another part. So I wanna know, were they really friends? Because from the way she talks about it now, it seems like, they were more like, they were barely, they barely knew each other, and they just wanted to meet up. But at the same time, I feel like from his perspective, he would be that one guy like, oh yeah, we're friends. And then they get way too close for just friends, as they see it. But yeah, I'll just read this tweet now. I was IRL streaming Sunday after TwitchCon when I met up with System Saki. At one point, he rested his head on my chest and then proceeded to motorboat me. After, I want to say now, when was the last time someone motorboated a person? Like, such a outdated for now, you know what I mean. After that, he said, chat, look at her face, then grabbed my ass and said, they don't know what happened. like that feels insulting as well. I mean, he already sexually assaulted her. You know, that's the worst part. But that feels insulting. You know, to be like, hey, look what I'm copying. You know, behind camera. Like it feels insulting to her and her fans. Like imagine watching your favorite person, your favorite streamer, when being forced to a very weird interaction that you just hate, and you're forced to watch it, or at least you don't know what's going on until later the streamer comes out about it. I might as well read the rest of what he said in the replies, because her reaction is warranted for just how weird it was. I wasn't going to post about it, but this shit makes me feel absolutely disgusting. I've had this on my mind for 3 days now, and I just can't forget it. This was all within an hour of meeting each other too. This isn't okay, man. Wait, what? Is that true? I have no idea, but I've never seen these two people, so I have no idea, what the connection is. But if they really knew each other for 1 hour, I mean, it's not her fault, just like going to a TwitchCon, you're bound to meet new people, make new friends. But this guy, the fact that he made like another streamer, that he never met before, and decided, to motorboat her out of nowhere. That's even more disgusting, yeah. Also, in case anybody tries to defend him because I was laughing, no, laughing is one of the biggest defense mechanisms. At that moment, I had literally no clue how to react. I disassociated and went to autopilot mode. Literally couldn't even believe that shit really happened. Yeah, that's well. Like I've seen like some clips like this where someone, feels very awkward, and every time, no matter the person, it's always like the exact cadence of laugh like she does. So if you're gonna use defense of being like, oh, she laughed with him, therefore she was comfortable. Like a real friend would laugh more like, like that kind of laugh. But the one that she does when it's very panicky, like that kind of one, then yeah, very clear sign. Like I don't want to be one of those like body language experts being like, oh, if you look at her face and her eyelashes, she tilts at you 1 degree, therefore she's comfortable. Because no, I think that's bullshit. But when someone has a very clearly uncomfortable laugh, that's the biggest sign that they don't want to be around you. As clear as daylight. On top of this, I'm disappointed in people who were in my chat at this time saying, my man Zeki, Lemao, did Zeki just cop a feel? I honestly can't blame him. Yes, he committed a crime on my live stream. He did do that. In all, I'm speaking up because nobody should have to go through this. I trusted this man enough to meet up with him in person, and he violated not only my trust, but my boundaries. I'm sorry to the women who have gone through this. This is something that I shouldn't have to worry about, but we do. I'm sorry to the women who have gone through this. This is something we shouldn't have to worry about, but we do. So yeah, that was bad. It makes it even worse with the context of knowing that both of them knew each other for a day, or like a much shorter span of time. Because even friends that know each other for like a long ass time on Twitch or wherever, that was like even a friend of like 10 years, if they did that out of the blue, like motorboating someone, that would still be very awkward. But yeah, the other guy made a response, Zach, and it was very generic. But there was one part I want to read out where he mentioned like how he's gonna stop drinking, and how that was somehow in connection to what led to that day. As some of you may already know, I made a huge mistake Sunday evening. I turned what was supposed to be a fun evening to a now painful and harrowing experience for a fellow Twitch streamer. I crossed the line. I understand the full severity of my actions. I am ashamed and deeply sorry. Words cannot express my full regret, especially considering the impact I have had on the streamer's life. Furthermore, I once again not only want to apologize to her, but also her fans, to anyone who witnessed my behavior, to all those who have found a similar position to her, and to my own friends and fans. This is not the person I want to be, and this is not an example of acceptable behavior from anyone. There's no way to excuse or take back my actions, regardless of context. You cannot make light of my behavior and my disregard for boundaries and trust. This is a huge wake-up call for me, and I want to take accountability for my actions and decisions. I will no longer be drinking, and I will be seeking counseling. I will commit to making sure that I never repeat the same mistake that I have on that day. I'll also be respecting her wishes and seize any communication I have with her. I respect all those who make decisions to step away from associating with me at this time. And me finish on an and, but there's no other reply, like that was the last one. I don't know what else he was gonna say. But it was that one part I found weird, saying like he's gonna stop drinking and seek counseling. I mean, the counseling part makes sense, but the drinking, like was he drunk at that day and that's why he was so gropey? Is that why? It just feels like a very weird thing you throw out there. But anyway, yeah, like that's the full story. And, like there was no fighting back. Like, when she made the video, clear as daylight, he showed what happened, she gave context, and she showed like how disgusting she was. And then the guy just responded quickly after being like, I'm so sorry, giving a very generic response. But yeah, the other thing I found interesting, or awful, was how the other streamer, the woman, Senev, it was very weird because she said, when she made that tweet, showing the video, she said that she was discussing like how many incels and weird fans that came from her, like exposed themselves, and like, oh my god, you were laughing, okay? Don't act like you found it weird. You enjoyed it, you whore. And she found it so rancid that people were that accepting. But yeah, that is fucked up. It's just a weird interaction, even for people that might know each other. Again, like I said, I don't know like the full connection, but either way, it doesn't excuse it. It does make it worse if it turns out to be like they knew each other for a day and they met up. But even if they were friends of a long time, it's still a very weird thing to do out of nowhere at TwitchCon. But yeah, that was the full story. I'm sorry, today I might seem a bit tired because. Okay, before this video ends, I want to get into a tangent of how much I fucking hate this dorm, this student accommodation. For one, this morning, when I mean morning, I mean like actual like 1:30 a.m. this fucking day, it was the smoke alarm, the goddamn smoke alarm, it went off, I don't know why, but it went off and kept going for a full 2 minutes. Imagine, waking up and, seeing this fucking machine up right here on my top left. Imagine that for like a full 2 minutes, like for that fucking long. When you're that, off the grid, like so off tired, you have no idea what's going on. Like I want you so badly to just fucking like smash my hand up there and rip out the wires, because I should. If I'm paying, for a fucking room, I'm paying for quite a lot, I should be allowed, to have some peace and quiet. And if there's a tiny machine beeping, then yeah, I should be fully in my right to, fucking destroy it and smash it and be allowed to sleep in quiet, like I should, because I'm fucking paying.